It's my hype music. My hype music. Go. Bop. Ooh. Should I leave the mood lighting going? Lord forgive me, but it's time to go back to the old me with the yaoi paddle bugs bunny. Has it seriously been a year? Like, it literally just felt like I left the con like 2 weeks ago. And we're back at it again with 2023 Youmacon. With my Baja Blast. Hey everyone, hot post-con blues Zenny here, and it is anime convention vlog time. Youmacon's my local anime convention right here in the Detroit Motor City. Literally, I live like 21 minutes away from the convention center. I've been attending this con since 2015. It's not a super long time to be going, but I still look forward to it every year. Speaking of things to look forward to, this year is the first year. Not only am I hosting my first panel, but I'm also doing a group cosplay photo shoot. We even got like the pro photographer to help us take pics. So that's something super fun. What also makes this con even more special is I get to meet up with friends I haven't seen or even conned with in years. Dan and Kayla got accepted to sell their blind boxes in the dealer's room, so this is going to be the first time we've been at a convention together since 2018. Wednesday, Dan, Kayla, and their friend Augustine came in from their 8-hour-long road trip, and we decided to meet up and get dinner.
It's been forever since we've all been together and been to a con, so let's go scoop them up. Today's just going to be a nice, easy day to welcome them back down to Detroit. Let's go get some food and pick up the homies.
We made a quick pit stop to our local anime shop, Anime to Skateboard. I wanted to buy some ramen to give away at my panel. On the good bootleg. Oh yeah, baby, we got the bootleg. We get a couple of them. I wanted. Oh shit, I got a bunch of them. Wait, what's this? Oh, is that ramen too? Plus, looking at stuff in this shop is just always fun. It's only too perfect. They put all these in the balls energy soda box. Then we got some ramen from the 8th Side, which is part tabletop gaming hangout / ramen shop. It's been forever since we've eaten there, which was a pre-con tradition for a year or two. We felt like outsiders since we were like the only ones actually eating in there at the time. I recommend it though. I think it's the only place that has a decent assortment of ramen to choose from downriver. Plus it has frozen boba tea or bubble tea. The taro flavor has quickly became my favorite flavor to get there.
Hey everyone, it is Thursday night, 7:33 p.m. and I am on my way to the con. It has officially begun. Today is just like a free day. There's not too much going on, but I figured I'd go downtown and check it out. Get maybe those pre-con anxious jitters, get that out of my system because I'm pretty nervous going in. This con's going to be pretty wild for various reasons. A lot of stuff unfolding that's pretty unfavorable to this con's reputation. It wasn't really that great to begin with. Anyways, so let's go downtown and see what happens. Downtown, baby. Barbecue boy. There's the people mover. Oh no. Here's the hotel I'm staying at tomorrow. It looks like people are dropping off their crap right now. Taking my spot. I need to get by, boy. They probably could have parallel parked in between there, just saying. Just saying. Here's what I was looking for, this parking lot that's gonna screw me over on prices tomorrow. That's where I'm gonna park. Going up. Can't believe I'm paying $20 to park here, but I'm lazy. Just because I got screwed over last year. I ain't walking. You see that building right there? No, because it's out of focus. You see that building right there? It's the G. Let's manual focus. Retry. Let's do that again. You see that building right there? It's the GM Renaissance Center. And they have been hosting or part of Youmacon for over a decade now. And this year, out of the blue, they said, nope, no cosplayers this year. No stinky weeb trash. We don't want you guys in our fancy convention center slash hotel. Get out. You are only to reside in the Huntington Center this year. So that stinks. I really look forward to going through this building because it's really cool and architecturally fun just to walk around in. But this year, we are just permitted in this building down here. So let's go and see what it's all about. Hey, guess what I brought with me? I mean, you gotta start the con off right, you know what I'm saying?
Night cruising, 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 night cruising. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Party people in the house. The cookers in your face. Party people in the house. The cookers in your face. Party people in the house. Get on, stop, get on, stop,
I get to skip this line this year.
Since I hosted a panel this year, I didn't have to wait in the big registration line to get my badge. I was able to pick mine up Friday at the live ops room. Nice and easy.
What the hell am I doing here? I gotta go to the cat show.
The garage sale was interesting. Never had a chance to check it out in previous years. I didn't end up buying anything, but it's a cool way for people to sell their old stuff, and we can also get a good deal on some old goods.
Alright, I want to go see, hey everybody, if I can go find my panel room. Just to see what it looks like on the, if I'm allowed to peek on the inside. Sneaky, it's on the 4th floor. This is it. 254. Let's see. Okay, that's not bad. I can do this. This is actually really cool. I'm even more excited. This is perfect. Oh, she's probably not allowed to do that, but hell yeah. That's one thing I always wish I could do. Skate in a public place like this.
So I just want to put this out there that this con this year had a very, very rocky run. Well, last year did too, which led into some kind of bummy things that bubbled up into this year's event. So some unfortunate happenings went down, which caused a ton of negative heat for Yoma, and, well, screwed over a ton of people. The overall opinion on everybody attending the con is that's just a sad happening. Yomacon's not like the biggest cons out there compared to some of the other ones like Otakon, SakuraCon, or whatever, but it still is a 20,000 plus attendee event. It is considered a bigger con, so the stuff that happened this year really shouldn't have happened, especially to a con that's been going since I believe 2005, so over a decade. So I don't want this video to be about the drama, rumors, and mishappenings slash handlings that happened this year, but I mean, I will be bringing up circumstances that personally happened to me, or people directly in my group that I heard firsthand from, or even seen what they were affected by. I don't want to spread rumors or more private matters in this video, but I'm just not a fan of, I heard this from this person, I heard that from that person, and so on. I'll probably end up giving some slight speculations, but I'm mainly staying with what I know for sure, or matters that were handled by actual Youmacon personnel.
Hey everyone, it's me! It's Friday, it is con day. I might have overpacked just a little bit. I wouldn't say I'm running late. I'm running late. So let's get this show on the road. We got a lot to do today. Let's start the day off with some... I forgot. All they had was the black cherry flavor left, and if I remember correctly, it tasted like cough medicine, so bottoms up. Not as cough medicine-y as I remember, but you gotta do what you gotta do for energy. I don't know if I'll be able to get that or not. That person has a cat in the back of their car. Back in the same spot. It is time to do some parking lot cosplay setup. I'm not excited about. Get to go is my boy Sojiro from Persona 5, everyone's favorite daddy, because last year I did the coffee, like a lazy version of the coffee Joker, and I had like 3 or 4 people say, "Oh, I thought you were the old guy from the game." Yeah, so I repurposed some of my old stuff. Be the old guy from the game, because apparently I look more like the old guy. I'm gonna attempt to stick this beard to my face, which is too short. I couldn't get the little wisp, which I'm mad about, so I'm just gonna look like Amish Sojiro. I wasn't excited about doing this in my car. Even brought, because I knew it was gonna be a pain, a mirror. So let's get this crap on. I gotta move. I gotta get my badge. I gotta go to a Persona photo shoot, the same as last year. Let's go. Let's get this on. It's the best it's gonna get. Can you even? I'm in the shadows. This is the best it's gonna get. It's gonna have to work for now. I got my hat. I got the cat in the bag again. If all else fails, Morgana always, holds down the fort. Let's grab my black cherry cough medicine and go! Just in case you didn't know. That's Canada over there. I love your Eat-A-Bag too. Your Eat-A-Bag, I love your Eat-A-Bag too. I met up with my friend Mew, who is also hosting their own panel this year, who's then going to be helping me with mine literally right after their panel ends. We got our badges and then ran into our first chaoticness of Youmacon. At 1 o'clock was the Persona photo shoot that I was planning on attending. It was planned to be at the Mariners Church. I went to a few shoots there last year. It's a really fun spot for photos, but we got word that there was construction happening there. And yeah, there was construction literally right in the spot we were supposed to take pictures at. Like they had a crew of construction workers and a backhoe digging up cement. So the person that was running this photo shoot said, "Hey, let's move it to the riverfront." Which unfortunately the riverfront isn't just one singular spot. Riverfront is all the way down there. And then it goes all the way over there. It's basically a long sidewalk that spans between the two venues. So we decided to walk to the Renaissance Center and see if anyone was at the riverfront there behind it taking pictures or anything. Plus, I just wanted to walk around this building since it was excluded from the con this year. I enjoy walking around there. It's an interesting building to venture around in just for fun. We didn't see any Persona cosplayers, so we walked back to the church to see if anyone was hanging around there looking for this photo shoot spot. We bumped into Akechi and Ryuji, and they just kind of decided to go to the Ren-Sen and just make their own photo shoot spot. Skating the infinity. Yu was also hosting their own photo shoot at the church too, at 2 o'clock. So we decided to just hang out and skip the Persona shoot instead of walking back and forth looking for people. They moved their photo shoot to the bottom floor of the Huntington, so they were just gonna wait and see if anybody showed up there. Since the dealer's room just opened, I wanted to beeline it to Dan and Kayla's booth just to stop by real quick and say hi. Had a little trouble finding them, but I was able to see them for a little bit, and then I was just gonna go back to Mew's Bungo Stray Dogs shoot and see what was going on there. I just wanted to relax for a little bit since
since I was running around all morning because it was now time to go check into my hotel room.
I almost lost his glasses, but they fell off my neck and into his bag. So I got my glasses back. I'm gonna remove this beard. Now I'm gonna go check into my hotel, bring all the stuff up to my room, and then go run down to my friend's panel. And then right after their panel, I'm gonna do my panel. It's been kind of just like a chaotic mix of running around right now. I didn't really do too much, just kind of confusedly walked around and just got a lay of the land. You know, that's fun to do. So tonight, hopefully we'll have more fun. I'm glad I went with tape and not glue. This cheap beard. I'm gonna take it off in one piece so the tape, oh my god, doesn't get all stuck together. Probably have a red ring around my face. Not bad. That kind of worked out. There we go. Time to bring all my stuff across the street and into there. Okay, I'm in the elevator going to my hotel room. I think I figured it out. Great, I get to listen to the elevator all night. Look how close I am. No. Okay. We made it. Oh, wow. Yeah, they lied. They said I got my own bedroom. This is the bedroom / kitchen. Yeah, I knew they were lying in the pictures. I done knew it. Well, I can do a tour of the hotel room. Here's the TV. There's the couch. That's the couch they said I was getting. Here's the dinner table. Refrigerator. I already got some dews and some waters in here. Here's the bed. Here's the Bob. Hello. Here, just in case you need to wash your clothes, the washer and dryer standing combo. Woo! Yeah, they definitely lied on the description of this setup. They said I was going to have my own bedroom and a couch. At least it was cheap. It was cheaper than staying at the Renaissance Center. So I can't complain. It works. Alright, I am exhausted waiting for the people mover to come pick me up. I'm going to go to my friend's panel. It's about Japanese anime / advertising. See how many anime stuff they can throw into commercial products. I'm carrying all my stuff for my panel. I got the Ramune, it's as heavy as hell. Oh, the Pocky, my sign. Tripod. It's kind of a mess carrying all this stuff. I still gotta walk so far.
Well, back to story time since I didn't get any footage after this point. This is where I began to feel exhausted and actually really weak. My arm was like actually shaking due to the uncomfortableness of carrying that heavy box filled with Ramune under my arm. And I had all my other junk too I was trying to balance, plus the 20 pounds of crap in my backpack. While walking to Mew's panel, I was trying so hard just not to drop all the stuff on the ground. Ramune comes in glass bottles. Don't want that. I made it to Mew's panel like a few minutes right after it started at 4:30. I was up front and the projector was blowing the hottest air on my back, like making me sweat even more than I already was. I decided it was a good idea to take a quick break from their panel. I wanted to go to the bathroom and freshen up, grab a Gatorade and like a Mountain Dew for some caffeine later. So when their panel ends, we can go straight to mine, set up, and not have to worry about stopping to go grab stuff or go to the bathroom. So this is the point where things take a little detour. I was feeling kind of sick from one, not eating since 8 in the morning, but also having to make 2 or 3 trips from my car all the way to my hotel room carrying all my heavy luggage. So after getting my drinks and going to the bathroom, I came to Mew's panel room and peeked in the door, and I seen my chair was still open from when I first left it. So I started to walk into the room and show my badge to the door attendant when I was halted by them, who I found out later was almost 15 minutes late to Mew's panel, which meant since no one was watching the door, attendees were just able to walk into the panel room and just sit down while they were setting all their stuff up. You had to ask some of the attendees like, hey, was there anyone at the door out there? Because you're supposed to check in with the crew before you start your panel. No one was there, so they waited a little bit longer and asked asked again, like, is there a door person out there? And still nothing. So people were sitting there waiting for them. Like, the room was full at this point, so they just decided to start the panel. I remember I was like about 5 or so minutes and the door attendant wasn't there yet. I just walked right into the room. But this person was there when I went to go to the bathroom halfway into their panel. I didn't quite hear what they said, so I asked them to repeat themselves. I got the most devilish look, then a full. I looked into the room and seen the chair that I was sitting in earlier was still empty. I said, oh, I just stepped out for a second. I was with the people sitting up front. They looked me dead in the eyes and said, room's full. I was really confused at this point. But looking in, I could see that it was kind of tricky to see if there really was an empty chair up all the way in the front, because the room was filled with people you couldn't see over their heads. But I knew there was definitely still a chair there. So again, I pointed. I said, oh, those two people in the front, there's a chair right next to them. That's where I was sitting. And I actually have some of my things with them. They stood up and continued giving me this evil look and gave me the wait finger. So they stepped inside, walked down the side of the room and was looking at the chairs and who's filled in the room. And then they looked dead right at my empty chair up front. And as they were coming back, I started to come in and went, oh, that's okay, right? And again, I got this like stone-faced, evil, like in my face, full. At this point, I was more shocked at the way they were talking to me rather than there actually being 3 empty seats in the room, plus the one I was sitting in up front. I think I just stood there like confused and shocked and was like, okay. I was feeling too sick to like continue to fight with them, so I went and sat on the floor like opposite of the panel room with them still giving me like the wrestling stare down. I figured it was best to drink some Gatorade and maybe rest my eyes and wait till Mew's panel was over and just rest up. And still waiting for their panel, I continued to get like evil glances from them every once in a while until I like moved to the other side of the pillar I was leaning up against. So Mew's panel ended, people were leaving the room, and I waltzed in and they gave me the quick look. So after the panel was over, Mew went to talk to them to, I guess, like check in and see what was going on, and got chewed out for ending their panel 7 minutes early. Technically, their panel was actually right on time and ran the full hour, but since they weren't there for the first half of it, they didn't know and marked them down like a star rating or something, or wrote them up. I guess they explained to Mew something came up and they had to run to their hotel room, so that's why they were late. But that is no reason to be like rude to me and Mew. I don't know, maybe they could have asked someone to cover for them until they got back. I've still been trying to figure out what I did to piss them off so bad. Maybe they didn't like that I left my camera bag like on the ground where my chair was, which isn't fair. I wasn't claiming the seat, but I could understand how that's not fair to someone wanting to attend the panel. It's not like a reserved seat, because like how would they know I was going to come back to the panel? But they were mad at me before they even knew that I left my stuff on the ground. But the chair was still empty when I came back, so let someone sit in it. But if that's what they didn't like, they could have just said like, hey, don't leave your crap in the room. Or if it was actually full and someone was in my spot, they could have said like, hey, it's full, wait for someone to leave and then I'll let you know when you can go in, or I'll find you a spot, like every other time I've been to a panel. Not just like this disgusting look in my face, full. So I was a little thrown off from being treated like that, and unfortunately missing the rest of Mew's panel, which I was super stoked to watch. Then finding out how they treated Mew made me even more angry. So here's one for me, and here's one for upsetting my friend like that. After talking down Mew from wanting to report them to live events, it was time to start my panel. Yay! Yippee! Which at this point I was heavily considering canceling. I felt like absolute shit, and we were both a little shaken up from our door Nazi experience.
Don't start early.
Yeah,
Start early.
Your entire room was full.
Well, I would have straight up canceled the entire panel if that same person was at ours. Thank God it wasn't. My crew member was actually super nice. They opened the door, good luck on your panel, guys, thanks. I had issues getting my audio to work, so I went back into the hall to ask if Huntington staff was going to help with the setup, and my crew member was like, oh yeah, let me text them right now, I'll send someone right to your room. And before my panel started, my door attendant came in to ask if the technician ever showed up. Nope, it was solely on me to figure out how to set up all my stuff. stuff. The tech wasn't showing up. It was like 5 minutes before my panel was starting. I grabbed a random cable from the messy pile on the floor and clicked some random settings till I finally got the audio to work. But of course then found out the right speaker was completely unplugged from the wall and had 0 cables attached to it. So my whole room only had 1 speaker on the left for audio. You can even hear me before we start going, I'm having an F it, we're doing a live moment, right as people started coming into the room.
Yeah, I think they're gonna start letting people in. Apparently there's a line, somebody just texted me.
We're doing it live. Our door attendant was super nice. At the end of the panel, again, he came by and apologized. It's like, sorry that no tech came. I couldn't help you like set up. It's not my job. It's, I don't know how to set anything up. That's, not what I do. I'm just here to watch the door and let people in and, make sure your panel goes over without you doing anything bad or whatever. It was the Huntington Convention Center's job to help me out. What also pissed me off was the projector wasn't properly calibrated either. I put the lens cap underneath it to like raise it up so people can see it better, but it was still too small and washed out. But the show must go on. We literally let people in 1 minute before the panel was supposed to start.
Hi everyone. Hi. Do you have any people like doing the full 4 days, full 3 days? Awesome, yeah.
But besides our rough start, we survived. We had a whole full room of 120 people, which I was not expecting. It was a lot of fun. We had some older OG con goers from like the early 2000s, even a few first timers.
Sport. I'm gonna shout out a year and do me a favor. Give me if I say your year, the first year you've attended your first anime convention, give me a yippee! All right, 2006. Okay, 2005 and older. Do we have anyone like, whoa, no way! Oh, I'm so stoked. Do we have anyone that's like, this is their very first anime convention? Give me a yippee. We got a first timer. That was really good.
My panel was about the craziness of anime conventions from the mid to late 2000s, so I made a presentation video on what it was like to be an anime fan and attend cons from that decade.
Sorry, old guard, the millennials ruined another thing.
Vic Mignogna tried to Discord call me.
Why a Discord call?
Then he actually tried to call me on my phone.
It's Vic.
Then he just straight up hacked my video.
Is my video being hacked? No!
Hello, Youmacon!
No!
We watched random videos people uploaded from YouTube of various cons from over the states and overseas.
My little sister's dollar bill! No!
We did guess the anime character for some free Pocky and Ramune.
Hit the spacebar and pause the video for me, Mew. Who do we got? Who's that?
We played Anime Con I Spy, which I didn't expect anyone to be into, but the audience, you guys were amazing.
And cosplayers on leashes. That was also a thing. I don't know if that's still around, but... And not the Death Note, but someone cosplaying as the Death Note.
I think that was my favorite part of the panel. Everyone shouting out all the things that were on the list. It was so fun.
We got Vic!
Despite all the craziness that flustered me and distracted my attention from the panel, I had an awesome time. Some people I met during the day showed up. Even some people that I met last year at Youmacon came. Thanks to everyone who stopped by to say hello and like tell me the things that they enjoyed during the panel. It was super nice meeting y'all. It's definitely cool to hear like a live feedback. It's cool to have people kind of ask questions like, oh, how'd you do this? What were you thinking for this? I had a great time. I would actually like to do it again. Hopefully it won't be as stressful and I won't feel like death.
Caramel dancing. All right. Round of, give me a yippee. Thank you everyone for coming out. Much love. You guys are the absolute best.
Now it was time to report the Door Nazi to live events. Me and Mew got our reimbursements. Good thing our panels were on Friday because Saturday, Youmacon ran out of money to give reimbursements to people. I think like halfway through Saturday, they ran out of money. As of making this video, Youmacon said that they did their part and they're just waiting on the ticket holders for the pending reimbursements. Good luck, y'all. Let's go back to my room, shower, hop back on the People Mover, meet up with Mew and their crew, and finally get some food. There we go. I am literally dying at this point. Shoutouts to the fursuiter whose thick thighs got them stuck in the turnstiles on their way to the people mover. It is like 1 o'clock at night. What the fuck is that? A rickshaw?
Rickshaw?
A bicycle shuttle. Wait, what did you call it?
Rickshaw.
They have an actual name?
That's like the old like Asian thing,
Never
right?
heard that.
With the rickshaw.
It's common in Asia.
And shoutouts to Nicky's, which is one of my favorite pizza places. They have an amazing Detroit-style deep dish pizza, which is actually affordable compared to Buddy's. Plus, all their food is just great. Their fries are... And they're open late. Like 11 o'clock at night late when we actually finally went out and got food. Friday was a mess. I didn't really get to do anything at all. My slip-on shoes broke my feet by the end of the day. My heart was still beating like crazy and my anxiety were through the roof at the end of the night. So I couldn't even fall asleep till like 4 in the morning. I was just laying there in bed listening to like my heart beating. But it was still fun. I met some awesome people, saw some great cosplay. I drank my first Ramune ever.
Break my fingers doing that? No.
But that wraps up Thursday and Friday. I decided this time, instead of doing one full feature-length video, I'm going to try splitting them up this time. I never do that. So stay tuned for the Saturday and Sunday vlog. Let's wrap up this video with some goodies I scooped up in the dealer's room and some pictures of cosplayers I've seen throughout the day. Thanks for watching, everyone. Much love. I'll see you in the next video.
星に変わるキャッティーシュガーガスインダーナイト夢中になってもっと世界を超えるよ With more